are some of the most exciting prizes on television. On our panel tonight is the talented comedian Pat Carroll. Stand by for The Price is Right. Brought to you by new Lark Silver Cigarettes. Taste the good things that happen to smoke filtered through charcoal granules. Lark, richly rewarding yet uncommonly smooth. And now here he is, your host on The Price is Right, Bill Cullen.
Thank you. Thank you all very kindly. By golly, I want to say to all you people gathered here in Atlantic City at this convention that if you put me in office, I'll find a way out. Welcome to The Price is Right. Happy to have you with us. Hey, a very special welcome to Pat Carroll back again after this absence of many weeks. Welcome back, Pat.
Well, bless your heart, Bill. Thank you. It's good to be back.
I think I didn't get a chance to hear Johnny. There was noise back. I think he said the very talented Pat Carroll. I think that he also neglected to mention what a fine cook you are.
A cook?
Yeah, no, it's your mother who's the cook. That's
I'm
right.
afraid so.
Yes.
I
used to work with Pat on all kind of little jobs around town. She always had a bag of good type food. Did you bring anything
that was
tonight?
my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law?
Who lived in New Jersey that would always give me some goodies, and I'd bring them around. Actually, I would sell them on street corners.
Good. Well, tell her to send some over to me. I'll drop my address by later because they're real great. Pat's going to be competing for prizes with the rest of our panel. Let's say hello to them right now. Our new champion, Mrs. Dorothy Bateski, housewife, Rochester. She won it last week with a total of $9,951. Welcome back, Dorothy. Good to have you. Here is Mr. James Murray, a salesman from Harrison, New York. Welcome, Jim. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Mr. Angelo Canetti, an engineer from Plainfield, New Jersey. Welcome to you, Mr. Canetti. And Pat Carroll. Pat, I want to talk a little later with you about what your plans are, but right now, here comes a container. Oops, there it is. Now, Pat, if you will pick 4 out one at a time and try to get them from different spots in the barrel there. Don't read the names. We'll explain to everybody these are the people you'll be playing for tonight in the order in which the cards are chosen. Anytime you win a prize, an item, it goes to the person whose card was selected for that particular prize. Get 4 out of there. One more to go.
The last one here on the paper.
All right.
And that's 4.
All right, you got 4. Now, before we read that, I will explain to our panel here, we have something for each of you, one of our Price is Right game boxes. I'll explain the game. You bid for the items. It goes to the person who bids the highest without going over, and that person wins the item, and the person who wins the most becomes the champion of the evening, unless, of course, the big winner is Pat Carroll, our guest. Then the big champion will be chosen from numbers 1, 2, and 3. That takes care of that. Pat, if you'd read the name. First name and city on that card of yours there.
Right, Bill. The first name is Irving Ampolsky, A-M-P-O-L-S-K-Y.
Wow, there's Irving.
Brooklyn, New York.
Come on down, Irving Ampolsky.
Hi,
If you're a day. Okay. All ready now. Irving's on his way. Hey, I think you'll enjoy this first item. At least I get a kick out of it. Watch the draperies to your left. And, Johnny, how about our first item going up for bid?
White Poodle. A pair of handsome French poodles, fully AKC registered. They're both males, of standard size, and are 1.5 years old. A beautiful pair of white French poodles to join your family, if the price is right. Price Authority, Chateau Theatrical Animals, New York. Bill?
Yes, sir. There's going to be a lot of fun around whoever's house, whoever wins that. Minimums are $25, Miss Bateski. You start anywhere you want, both of them. AKC registered.
$25.
25 is minimum. You start with that?
Yeah.
Fine. Mr. Murray?
$75.
75 to Mr. Panetti.
$125.
And here's Pat Carroll.
175.
That's for Irving Ampolsky here in our audience. Back to you, Mr. Teske.
200.
2 to Mr. Murray, 75.
I think I'll go to 300.
3 to you, sir.
I'll freeze, Bill.
All right, Pat, you're 175. Top 3.
375.
You got it in. Final bid for you, Mr. Teske, if you want it. 375 is high.
The highest 375.
375.
What have I got?
You're 2.
I'm 2.
You're free. Top 375, Mr. Murray.
I think I better go to 500, Bill.
It's up to 5, Pat, and you have the last bid if you want it.
$5.25, Bill.
All righty, that's it. That ends. Here are the bids. 200, 500, 125. Pat Carroll for Irving and Polsky, 525. Those are the bids, and there are the two poodles. French, you know. Here's the actual someone here has it right on the nose. Retail price, $500. Mr. Murray, you got yourself a couple of poodles. There you are. Did you give that to Mr. Murray?
Thank you very much.
You got a bonus too, Mr. Murray. Now, those poodles, Mr. Murray, are going to make a perfect subject for this bonus, and if you'll show it over there, Junie, a Polaroid land camera. Now, this is the brand new Polaroid Color Pack Automatic 101 model for color pictures in 60 seconds, black and white in 10 seconds. A lightweight, easy design with revolutionary electronic shutter for perfect exposures automatically. Now, it comes complete with flash gun, handsome carry-all case, and Polacolor film. Now, Mr. Murray, you go with June because we want you to get some practice with your camera. Now, you go with June and get that Polaroid land camera ready. June is going to show you exactly where to stand. And now, after you stand there, we're going to see a board. There it is. Now, on the board are listed many different places in the world. Paris, the Brooklyn Bridge, Rome, the Staten Island Ferry. Well, within 10 seconds, Mr. Murray, from the time I say go, you are to take a picture of any part of that board, and we will plan a trip to take you to every place you capture in the most part. Not just parts of it. You have to get the most part of every place. So the idea is aiming. Look very carefully through that rangefinder and look around. Try to get the important places in. Within 10 seconds, take your picture. Good luck. And here he goes. Okay, there it is. He took a picture. Now, someone said Hoboken, good suggestion. Now, you go ahead and sit down and relax. Junie, you count 10 seconds, if you will, and bring that picture over to me, and then we'll show it to our camera right here. I don't imagine. I think that's just about 10 seconds, don't you? Okay. All right. And we'll find. Oh, look. I will tell you. Len, if you come in here and get a shot of this, two of the easiest to see items we have here, cities, are Hoboken and Coney Island. Hoboken and Coney Island are there, but also if you look up in this corner and down in this corner, or rather over here, you will see Paris as well as Rome. So those are your two spots. Congratulations. Thank you. You've won for yourself and your wife. You're both going to fly round-trip jet from New York by way of Sabina Belgian World Airlines aboard a Boeing Intercontinental Jet Economy class. It only takes 7 hours and 20 minutes to Brussels, then by Continental Caravelle on to Paris and Rome for a week's stay in each of those cities, double-room hotel accommodations, wow. Yours to enjoy. Congratulations from the Price is Right.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
You got it. We'll have another interesting prize in a moment, but now let's meet a boy who asks some questions that can't really be answered about Chevrolet. You can't plan a show like this. Mr. Murray just told me that not 24 hours ago, he and his wife just bought a golden retriever, a dog, and they just hope he likes poodles. I do too, Mr. Murray. Well, they like him. They like everybody. Pat, if you read the name on the second card, find out who you're playing for.
All right. Norman Gutkin, Gutkin from Brooklyn, New York.
Two Brooklyns there. Hey, Norman, head this way. Watch the Drapers if you would. Way over there to your left. And, Johnny, tell everyone about our next item going up for bid.
A cabin cruiser. The exciting Vanguard 2 by Traveler Boats. A dashing 17-foot fiberglass cabin cruiser with optional flying bridge convertible top. It sleeps two and is styled with a wide-opening forward cabin windshield, sliding side cabin windows, a folding helmsman chair, and fold-away transom seats. The motor is a new 1965 Evinrude, Starflight 90S model, a 90-horsepower design with automatic choke and temperature control, long shaft and push-button electric shift. And the whole stall trailer is the deluxe model, A1475 with tilt tongues, fully adjustable rollers, adjustable transom support, and 1,400-pound capacity. Boat, motor, and trailer are yours for the best bid. Price authorities, Traveler Boat Division of Stanray Corporation, Chicago, Illinois, Evinrude Motors, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Holtzclaw Brothers Incorporated, Evansville, Indiana. Bill?
All right, Mr. Murray. Boat, motor, and trailer. In the interest of time, would you begin with $1,000? You could, of course, bid higher if you like. We're just setting that as a minimum.
$1,500.
Fine. Mr. Panetti, the minimums are now 100. You may go higher than that if you like. Don't go higher than you like.
1,600.
16 to Pat, who's playing for Norman Gutkin.
2,500.
15, 16, 2,500 to our champion, Mrs. Bateski.
4,000.
It's all the way to 4, Mr. Murray. You're 15.
$4,500.
You're 16, Mr. Panetti. It's up to 45.
I'll freeze right here, Bill.
All right. Pat, for Norman Gutkin, you're 25. Top 45.
45.
Yes, sir. You're 25.
46.
Mrs. Bateski, 46 is high. You are 4,000.
47.
47 to Mr. Murray, who's at $4,500. Mr. Panetti's frozen.
I think I'll freeze. Bill.
2 out. Pat, your final bid, 47 is high. You're 46. Final bid for you, Norman Gutkin.
I think I'll freeze.
That ends it. That does it right there. Miss Bateski is high, and that's a natural freeze. So the bids from left to right are 4,700 high, 4,500. Mr. Panetti stopped way back at 16. Pat Carroll for Norman Gutkin here in our studio audience, $4,600. There is the boat and the motor and the trailer. You're bidding for all three. Here's the retail price right here. $3,490. Mr. Panetti, you did it. Would you pass that down to Mr. Panetti, please, ma'am? Our bids are instantaneously recorded on our tote machine furnished by the American Totalizator Company, Division of Universal Controls Incorporated, and played so beautifully by Merle Runkle. May I remind all of you about our daytime Price is Right program. We're on the air every morning on this station, fortunately, Mondays through Friday at 10:30, 9:30 Central Time. We have guest celebrities with us, and this coming Monday, we're going to have Robert Q. Lewis here bidding for people in the studio audience. So be sure, if you want to see us, you watch us there. Check your own local listings and sort of boo them as you go through. Now, Pat, what's the name on that third card there you have?
Bill, it's Mrs. H. Don Underwood from Santa Barbara,
Hey,
California.
Mrs. Underwood from Santa Barbara. Okay. Watch the draperies to your left, and here's our next item going up for bids on The Price is Right.
A den and a bedroom. Beautiful designs from the Sculptra collection of the premier division of Broyhill Furniture, master-crafted in elegantly grained walnut. In the den, a triple platform base holds 6 elegant pieces to make up an impressive wall unit. There's a comfortable Mr. chair, matching ottoman and lamp table, complemented by a Mrs. chair with duplicate lamp table, and a handsome desk with matching chair. In the bedroom, a handsome master chest featuring Broiglide balanced drawer construction, a double bed in panel design flanked by 2 commode night tables, and a matching triple dresser with mirror. 20 beautiful pieces of Broyhill Premier Sculpture designs, all yours if yours is the best bid. Price Authority, Broyhill Furniture Factories, Lenore, North Carolina.
Now, we're going to send along the spring and mattresses for the bedroom, but don't include that in your bidding. Just to make it easy, you're bidding for the 20 pieces of furniture, none of the decorations. Spring and mattress will be yours, but don't bid on it. Now, we will ask Mr. Panetti, who just won the boat, to open, and an opener of 500 or higher if you like, sir.
I'll open that 500.
Okay, Pat, the minimums, $50. Pat Carroll playing for Mrs. H. Underwood.
$550.
5 and 550 to our champion, Miss Bateski.
$650.
To Mr. Murray.
700.
Back to Mr. Panetti.
750.
Back to Pat.
$850.
Gives us 650, 750, and 850. Mrs. Bateski.
900.
You're 7, Mr. Murray.
$1,000.
Mr. Panetti, you're 750.
1,100.
Pat, you're 850.
It's 1,100, Bill.
1,100 is high.
1,150.
You're 9. 1,150 is high, Miss Bateski, and final bid for you.
What do I have?
9.
I've got 9. 1150.
Is high.
$50 more. I'm not $50 more.
Yes. $50 more than $11.50?
Yeah.
1200? Okay, 1200 it is. And Mr. Murray is 1,000, top 1150. That's all right, Mr. Teddy.
Bill, I think I better freeze.
Top 12. You freeze, you say? You're 11, top 12, Mr. Panetti.
1,400.
Pat, your 1150, top is 14. Final bid.
Freeze.
All over. That ends it. Here are the bids from left to right. $1,200, $1,000. Mr. Panetti, for the first time as high man, he's up there at $1,400. Pat Carroll for Mrs. Underwood in our audience, $1,150. There's the bidding. And there's the bedroom furniture by Broyhill, 20 pieces in all. Here's the actual retail price, and someone's pretty close. $1,522.25, Mr. Panetti. You got it for two in a row. There you are. Did you pass that down to old man Panetti there? You have a bonus, too, Mr. Panetti. Here comes food for you, Mr. Panetti. Midnight snack, and you enjoy this. First, 200 cans of Alaska king crab meat, easy to prepare, completely cooked meat to serve cold or heated by the Alaska King Crab Institute, Seattle, Washington. Then we have 200 packages of Morton Old Kentucky recipe frozen foods, including dinners, pot pies, casseroles, dessert pies, and baked goods, all made by Morton with prize premium fixins. Then 200 cans of fine, fresh Hilton's oyster stew, pasteurized for protection and made of grade A milk, pure creamery butter, subtle seasonings, and plenty of prize oysters, retaining fresh open flavor by Hilton Seafoods Company, Seattle, Washington. Now, to be sure no one hears you wandering about the house at midnight, we have this bonus, and look at it, carpeting. 100 square yards of beautiful, rich, fresco carpeting from the looms of world-famous Mohawk Carpet Mills, Amsterdam, New York. Made with resilient 100% wool pile for years of wear and lasting beauty with a minimum of care. The furniture, the food, the carpeting are yours. Congratulations from The Price is Right. We'll be back here with a final item in just a moment. But if you've ever had second thoughts about the brand of cigarettes you smoke, you will then certainly want to watch and listen to this. All right, Pat, would you kindly read that name on your final card there? We'll see who you're working for.
It's Ruth Ackerman, A-C-K-E-R-M-A-N, Brooklyn, New York.
I hear a little scurry up there, and there's Ruth Ackerman. Come on down here, Ruth. You might be it. All right. Oh. Now we got Ruth Ackerman. Now, you see, right now, this next one, our final item, actually, it's going to be, is so, you know, really, well, large in a standpoint of size that we can't just trundle it in here. So you will notice we have a motion picture screen right alongside of me. We're going to show you home movies about it, so watch carefully. May we have the lights down, please? All right, Julio, roll it.
A Home in Florida. The lovely three-bedroom Diana model set on a beautiful quarter-acre site in lovely Cape Coral, Florida's waterfront wonderland. The Diana home features 3 elegantly styled bedrooms, spacious closets, 2 bathrooms, lifetime terrazzo floors, a spacious living room, which adjoins the attractive dining room, an ultra-modern kitchen with built-in oven and range and handsome built-in cabinets, a handsome carport and utility area, plus sliding glass doors that lead to your own private patio. With your home, you receive a full family membership in Cape Coral's fabulous Yacht and Racket Club. And to inspect your home, you'll be the guest of Gulf American Land Corporation for a weekend at the luxurious Congress Inn at Cape Coral. This exciting 3-bedroom Diana model home set on a quarter-acre Cape Coral home site in Florida will be yours if the price is right. Price Authority, Gulf American Land Corporation, Cape Coral, Florida. Bill?
All right, now you all had a good look at it. The quarter-acre home site is complete with lawn, but shrubbery and furnishings should not be included in your bidding. Pat, you open. Bidding for Ruth Ackerman. We ask, again, for the sake of time, for an opening bid of $6,000. Of course, you may open higher than that.
$10,000.
Pat Carroll says $10,000. Minimums are now $100, Miss Baptesky. I will tell you, if you think that's high, you may underbid. I do not suggest that you do. But when we get a high opening, I always do that.
Okay.
That would be a freeze bid, though. So you go ahead. It's $10,100.
10,100?
10-1, Mr. Murray.
13,000.
13,000 to Mr. Panetti. It got up there.
14, Bill.
Look where it went since it left you, Pat. 14,000.
Mercy, it did fly, didn't it?
Ruth Ackerman
15.
hanging on your every word. Final bid for you, Miss Petesky. $15,000 is up there. You are 10,100. Last bid. Tough decision. I know.
15,200.
Mr. Murray, you are $13,000. Top bid is $15,002. There is a 14 and a 15 over you. It's final bid for you.
18,000.
All right. Mr. Panetti, let me review now because it's important. You're 14. There is a 15 standing above you.
Right.
Top is 18. Final
Right.
bid.
21, Bill.
Pat, final bid for you. You are 15. There's a 15-2 over you. 21 is high. 21. 22. And that bid of Pat Carroll's goes for Ruth Ackerman here in our studio audience. All right, let's read them down. 15, 2, 18, 21, and $22,000 for the home in Florida. Hey, audience, here in the studio we have a little time, so with your applause, if you'd like, how many here, with your applause, think Mrs. Betesky might win at $15,200? Mr. Murray at $18,000. Mr. Panetti at $21,000. And Ruth Ackerman's emissary, Pat Carroll, $22,000. I think by the applause, the audience seems to think Miss Petesky will win, although you can't always tell. And don't count on that, Miss Petesky, because the audience has a record of terrible guessing. Really, unbelievably bad. Terrible. Unforgivably. Retail price, audience, $15,540. Mrs. Betesky, you got it. And the audience was right. There you are, a home in Florida for you. We'll have the final scores coming up in just a moment, but right now, why don't we pause for this message. Now, if Polident does all that with one quick cleaning, then you certainly ought to try it. All of which brings us time for final accounting. Johnny, what are the scores over there?
Well, let's see, Bill. Mrs. Betesky has just won the house for a total of $15,540. Mr. Murray has won the poodles, the camera, and the trip for an estimated total of $1,917. Mr. Panetti has won the boat, motor, the trailer, the furniture, the food, and the carpeting for a total of $6,160.
Wow.
And all the contestants Pat played for will receive luggage from American Tourister. A four-piece match set, fashion approved for lightiness and roominess, with stainless steel closures and fiberglass reinforced construction, all by American Tourister. Name the big winner, if you will, Bill.
Well, it's not even close. If you look at that first number to your left as you look at your set, with a total of $15,540, the winner, still champion, Dorothy Betesky of Rochester, New York. Congratulations, Dorothy. That's a fine job. Now, you see, that runs your winnings up in 2 weeks to $25,491 thus far, and you're not finished yet, okay?
Oh, I don't know.
You look great. Mr. Murray, good luck with your poodles and your golden retriever. I hope they'll get along well. Mr. Panetti, you too. And Pat, thank you very much for coming by.
Well, I didn't do too well, Bill, but I thoroughly enjoyed being
I
here.
seem to remember you did pretty well the last time you were here, though. And,
Yeah, I think I only pooped out once before.
the law of averages are catching up with you, Pat.
Yes, I
Mrs. Betesky, you're the champion, and as you probably have heard bruited about these past few months, this is our final nighttime Price is Right program for a while, about 9 or 10 years, I guess. So, Miss Betesky, you're invited to come back on our daytime Price is Right program Monday morning and join our champion there.
Oh,
Will you be there?
Thank you. I'd love to.
All
yes.
right. It is difficult for us at a time like this to really prevent from getting sad, because it's been an awfully pleasant 7 years on nighttime. It's been that long a run for us, and I can't tell you how much fun all of us have had and how much we owe to all of you. Thank you. We'll still be around Monday morning, last I heard. Goodbye from The Price is Right.
The Price is Right has been brought to you by Chevrolet. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 great highway performers for 1964. The Price is Right is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Johnny Gilbert wishing you a very pleasant evening.